What's being killed? What's being killed? What's being killed? What's being killed? What's being killed?
It's God. It's God. It's God.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Good to see y'all, man. A little surprise stream after IP done exposed Flippiano over there for his ignorance on history and theology in the Bible. That just got me in the mood, man. That just got me in the mood to do what I do. That just got me in the mood. And I couldn't help myself, y'all. I couldn't help myself. So we're going to go live. We're going to be dealing with a lot of Mukmanoons on TikTok. I think Word's going to join me. I think IP might join me if he wants to. He might join me. So forgive me, y'all. This is a surprise evening, late night stream. So I got my food. So I'm going to be munching, man. So y'all just going to have to bear with me, man. If y'all find it disturbing when people eat on stream or whatever, I'm sorry. But I'm definitely gonna be eating on this stream, and I gotta get my gains in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's see here. Let me see if I can share my own live to share my own live to IP if he wanted to join. Jesus is God. Bible is confirmed by Al-Quran and Muhammad in the Bible. I think those are good things to go ahead and get on with. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? After IP done exposed Flippiano on his hypocrisy, on his double standards, and his ignorance of history, that put me in a mood, man. What am I eating? So I'm eating some chicken. It's like a chicken rice and bean bowl. I got some rice and some black beans in here. I sprayed some like Japanese barbecue sauce over it, which is absolutely amazing. Oh, God. Okay, there we go.
What's up, God Logic?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Right. Pretty good. You Muslim?
Good. Yes, sir, I am, bro. I watched a lot of your videos with Uthman and Libiano and all of them.
Okay. Looks like you enjoy that type of stuff.
Yeah, and I like to say I have pretty good knowledge on the religion, and so I just had a quick question to ask you, like what your perspective was on something.
Sure.
So, like for example, you don't believe Muhammad was a prophet, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so I kind of have like two questions, but I would like to ask for your opinion why you don't think that he's a prophet.
Okay.
So that would be the first part of my question, is why you don't think that he's a prophet.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because he's not in continuity with the previous prophets. That'll be my number one reason.
What do you mean he's not in continuity?
So he contradicts what the previous prophets taught.
Like what?
Like the crucifixion of Jesus, God being our Heavenly Father. He goes against the second covenant, the new covenant, which is what the Messiah brings by his blood. When it comes to salvation and repentance, he's not in line with the previous prophets when it comes to that, which is due to atonement, sacrifice, and substitutionary atonement. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about the miracles of the Quran?
I don't think there are any.
Okay, do you mind if I show you some?
Oh, so when you say miracles, what do you mean by these miracles?
So, like, as in, we can both agree that 1400 years ago, we don't have the tools and sciences of what we have today, right?
So you mean scientific miracles?
So, like, things that no man could have known back then that are mentioned in the Quran, which would be basically not the knowledge of a man. Like, there's no way that a man could have known these things, right?
And that's what I'm asking. Are you talking about scientific claims?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so let's say I were to grant that the Quran gets things scientifically correct, right? If the Quran got something, then this would mean, and then this proves that the Quran is from God. That would mean that the opposite is true. That if the Quran gets things scientifically inaccurate, then the Quran is not from God, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you would agree that if the Quran has any scientific inaccuracies, like if I just showed you one, then it wouldn't be from God, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it does.
Okay. So, I believe it does. I believe it has a few. I'll get your thoughts on one of them. Are you familiar with?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Can I show you one?
Sorry, my sibling keeps calling me. Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Okay. Do you have a Quran on you?
I don't. I have one.
Seems like you keep getting a call.
I have one. I have one on my phone.
Okay. Go to
Did you want me to open a verse?
Yeah. So go ahead and go to chapter 18.
Okay, chapter 18. Give me a second. What verse?
Go ahead and read verse 85. You're going to read 85 and 86.
Okay.
It's talking about Dhul Qarnayn and his travels when he was traveling and he found something.
You said 86?
85 and 86.
What chapter again?
Chapter 18.
Okay. 85 and 86. Cool.
That's right.
Okay, it says on the day when we shall gather the righteous unto the beneficent.
No, sir.
A goodly company.
Chapter 18, verse 85. 85.
Okay. 18. Okay. It says, so he followed a way until when he reached the setting of the sun, he found it as if setting in a spring of dark mud, and he found near it a people. Allah said, O Dhul Qarnayn, either you punish them or else adopt them a way of goodness.
So you see how it says that he found the place where the sun sets, and that the sun actually sets in a spring of hot water or muddy pool?
So no, that's just used as a metaphor. We all know that the sun doesn't set in a muddy pool or anything. If we were to both stand on the ocean right now or on the beach, and me and you were to look at it, from the horizon, it looks like the sun is going into the earth. So it looked like as the sun is setting into it. So it's using a metaphor. It's not actually saying that the sun is setting into a muddy pool.
All right. So go ahead and read the verse again.
It says, until when he reached the setting of the sun, he found it as if
No, pause there.
setting.
Pause there, because the as if is not there in the text. Is that in brackets? The as if?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the translator or the commentator adding in their own opinion and theology into the text. The text doesn't say as if. It says that he found it setting in a spring of muddy water, not he found it as if it was. So they're lying on the Quran right there. You understand what I'm saying?
Give me 1 second. I'm reading in Arabic.
Sure. Oh, you read Arabic. That's good.
A little bit. Okay, but how is that a contradiction? It's literally using a metaphor.
It's not using a metaphor. It's saying that he was following a road, and when he was on this road, he reached. So there was a destination that he made it to. He reached the place where the sun sets, not where he thinks the sun sets, not where it appears that the sun sets. It says that he reached where the sun sets. Then it says, it goes even further to make sure we're not confused, is he says it's double down. It says, and he found it setting in a pool of muddy water. But not only that, it triples down to go on to say, and he found near it a people. So it's not metaphoric, it's literal.
But every tafsir of this, it says that this is a metaphor, and this claim has already been debunked multiple times.
Well, let me ask you this: who gives the best tafsir, Muhammad or the scholars?
I'd say the Prophet, but it depends where you're getting that from.
So if it's an authentic Sahih source, then Muhammad is, right?
You could say that.
Okay. So do me this favor. Go on sunnah.com, or you don't even have to do all that. Let me find the exact hadith for you. It's going to be in, I believe, Sunan Abu Dawud. Let me see. Do you? All right. Yes, I knew it, man. I'm getting good at this. All right, go in and type in your search engine Sunan Abu Dawud 4002 4002 Sunan Abu Dawud 4002.
Wanting me to read it?
Yes, please.
Okay. It says, I was narrated Abu Dhar. I was sitting behind the Messenger of Allah who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this sets? I replied, Allah and His Apostle know best. He said, if it sets in a spring of warm water.
He said it sets in a spring of warm water, right?
Yeah.
So, according to Muhammad, this isn't figurative. This isn't metaphoric. Matter of fact, he's the one who starts the conversation. He said, do you know where this sets? Do you know where the sun sets? The guy's like, nah, I don't know. Allah and his messenger know best. Muhammad gives an actual factual answer. It sets in a spring of warm water. Just like the Quran, what the Quran says. So it's not.
Yeah, but that's
sorry, go ahead.
That's the reflection of the horizon in the water. It's
nope. That's not what Muhammad says.
He's using that as a metaphor too.
Nope. He doesn't say the reflection shines off of the water. He says, do you know where this sets? This sets in a spring of warm water. There's no way around this, bro. You just got to be honest with the text.
Do you? Okay, so then you have to. Okay, if you think that that's a contradiction in the Quran, then you have to be honest with the contradictions in the Bible.
I will definitely be honest with the contradictions in the Bible, but I don't think this is a contradiction. I think that this is a scientific error. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that if you're saying that scientific accuracies make the Quran true, then scientific inaccuracies make the Quran false.
Okay, so then how do we know that the Bible is true?
We know that the Bible is true because of its prophetic evidence, God's revelation being shown and fulfilled throughout history as God has spoken it, and the evidence for the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Okay, but okay, so for example, right?
But wait,
you have
before you move on to the Bible, before you move on the Bible, because you and I'm willing to answer you on the Bible. Do you see how this is an error in the Quran and Hadith? And it's authentic too.
I don't think it's an error. I think that if you ask that question to the Muslim scholars, they will be able to explain that to you better.
Yeah,
because that's not a clear contradiction. It's more of, if you view it metaphorically. We know that the Quran talks a lot in metaphors and in similar phrases like that. But if you were to prove an actual thing, like an actual scientific thing that's wrong, like if in the Quran it says that if it gave the wrong shape of a human embryo and it gave it incorrectly as to what we have it today, then that would be incorrect. That would be
because then if I were to show you that, then all you would say is, oh, well, that's just a metaphor, man. And the Quran speaks in a lot of poetic language. This is just really quick, Apple. This is why I don't waste my time doing these type of arguments, because it's going to show whether you're going to be honest with your text or not. And when you show me you're dishonest, there's no point in us even continuing.
Okay. I'll look into that one. It's a good one you pointed out. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, just saying that because you want to move on, it doesn't help me. I want you.
No, I don't.
I'm not.
I don't want to move on. I said you can show me another one if you also like. I said I'll take that one and look into it.
What does that look like when you say that I'll take it and look into it? What does that look like in actuality?
Well, you've said that before in your debate too.
Said what?
That you'll look into it, or that you'll see.
And what does that look like for you when you say that?
It looks like the same that it looks to you. What do you mean?
So if you have your friend whispering to you on what to say, he can hop on the mic as well. Does he want to talk?
That's my little brother. He's asking if he can talk. He doesn't know anything.
Then he shouldn't be whispering to you.
He's asking if he can play the game. It's because I'm live on his phone.
No. Oh, he wants you to give him the phone to go ahead and play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, he's right here. Talk.
Yeah. What's up?
Okay. That's what's up.
He's a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying, could you show me another one that I can also look at?
No, I want to know, what does that look like for you when you say that you look into it? What does that look like for you?
Like I'll research it and see what our scholars or people who have brought that up into it, and I'll genuinely look. I'll see if any of the Muslim preachers have been asked this question and what their answer was.
Yeah, so so that's what I'm saying. When you see them give an answer, like let's say you see most of them say, oh yeah, well this is just metaphoric for his perception of how it looks like the sun sets, how it looks like it sets in the water when it's reflecting off the water. When you see that answer, what will you do with that answer? Because that's the same answer you gave.
Then I'll accept whichever one is correct. I'll accept whichever one seems to be right. Like if there's no correct answer for it and they cannot give proof to it, then I'll accept that is wrong. And if they can give a good answer with good references and sources, then I'll accept that's right. Okay.
All right. Well, so this is what I want you to do, okay? And I'll show you another one because since you asked. If you're being honest, I don't know.
Okay.
But if you're being honest, I can only take your word for it.
No, bro. I've been watching your debate since COVID, bro.
Well, I haven't been on since COVID, so
No, you're in the pandemic with one when there was literally like you had a mask on and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. So that was before I even had a channel and stuff.
Yeah.
But okay, sure. So this is what I want you to do, or the attitude I want you to have with this, okay? Because I'm telling you what you're gonna find. You're gonna find your scholars, some of them, most of them, saying exactly what you said. That when the Quran's saying that he found it, he reached the place where the sun sets and found it setting in the murky water, they're gonna say it's just his perception. But that doesn't go with the text, nor does it go with Muhammad's explanation, where he says it actually sets in warm water, just like the Quran says. So when you're looking at what the scholars are saying in Islam, measure it with what Muhammad says in light of what the Quran says and see if they're telling the truth or not in light of what Muhammad says, okay?
Okay.
All right. You want to see another one?
Let me see another one.
Okay. It sounds like a garage is opening.
Yeah.
All right. Really quick. IP, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Man, I smelt you, man. You sizzling over here, dude. Goodness. Bringing all that grill smoke over here, man.
That's what I do.
So he's asking for like scientific inaccuracies that the Quran gets. So I just showed him one about the sun setting. If you have any that come to your mind that you know off the top or whatever, that you feel free to share. Okay, but I was about to show him another one. If you want to show him, do you have any on mind?
If you got one in mind, go for it. I have others in mind as well. But you're live.
Yeah, I want you to participate.
I mean, what is the surah? It's one towards the end. It's the semen comes between the backbone and the ribs. First one revealed to Muhammad, apparently. But yeah, that's just scientifically inaccurate. There's no evidence of that at all, and it refers to the fluid coming from back there. And we know there was an ancient belief prior to Islam that actually did believe that. They believed in semen theory, for example.
I wouldn't want you to waste your time with that one because I'm pretty sure like the Muslim Lantern already said that one, and that one says nothing about sperm or semen, bro.
Really? Sure.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it doesn't mention semen. It says splurting fluid.
Yeah.
The Muslim Lantern has a video on that already that he's already debunked.
Splurting fluid. What do you think that's referring to?
That does not mean semen.
Can I read it?
It doesn't? Go ahead.
Okay.
No.
It says, so let man consider of what he was created. He was creating from a fluid ejected. Verse 7, issuing between the backbone and the ribs. So the man was created from an ejected fluid, a gushing fluid that comes from emerging from the backbone. See, I'm thinking about IP. The backbone and the ribs. So it does say what is that gushing fluid that man is made of that comes from the backbone and the ribs?
Well, I can't explain it to you, but we already know that this verse isn't talking about sperm or semen.
Okay, so let's see. Ibn Kathir says
because the word semen and sperm is already used in the Quran, and the word for that is nutfa.
So let's see how the scholars interpreted this, since you are saying that you lean on scholars. So let's see. All right. So he's created from a water gushing forth, and this is Ibn Kathir. He says, meaning the sexual fluid that comes out bursting forth from the man and the woman. So the sexual fluid that bursts out from a man is semen, right? And the woman. So he's saying that woman also has semen. Thus, the child is produced from both of them by the permission of Allah. Due to this, Allah says, so this is why Allah says, proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman, which is referring to her chest. So the woman has semen coming from her chest, her breasts, and man has semen coming from his backbone.
I don't think that's how that's interpreted, bro.
That's what Ibn Kathir says. Is he wrong?
That's not what the other scholars.
Don't laugh at the scholars, dude. Apple.
Well, not every scholar has the same interpretation.
Okay, well, let's keep reading it. So it says, which is referred to her chest. Shabib bin Bashir reported from Ikrimah, excuse me, who narrated from Ibn Abbas that he said, okay, so Ibn Abbas says, proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman, the fluid is yellow and fine in texture. The child will not be born except from both of them, i.e. their sexual fluid. So even Ibn Abbas interpreted this and said that this was talking about their semen. So it's not just Ibn Kathir. So Ibn Kathir, and Ibn Abbas, he's bigger than Ibn Kathir because he's the cousin of the Prophet, right?
But you don't think it's talking about the whole reproductive region?
Not according to Ibn Kathir and Ibn Abbas. It's talking specifically about their sexual fluid, their semen that bursts out from the man's backbone and the woman's breasts.
Because that is located in the reproduction region. You don't think?
No, it is not, brother. There is no sexual fluid that is located in a woman's breast, and we're not talking about her milk.
Well, it doesn't mention anywhere about the woman.
You listening, brother?
And I think it's also talking about how the child is created from both, like sperm and egg. You need
from both who? It doesn't say egg. Don't add egg in there.
But you mentioned woman.
I didn't mention woman. Ibn Kathir and Ibn Abbas mentioned women. The woman. I didn't. Are they wrong?
Yeah.
So you take a Muslim Lantern's tafsir over Ibn Abbas and Ibn Kathir?
100%. He's 100%.
Do you know who Ibn Abbas is?
I don't really care. I'm in the time of the Muslim Lantern, bro. Not Ibn Abbas, bro.
Even Muslim Lantern.
You're not going to side with wow.
Wait,
Ibn Abbas is Muhammad's cousin, man.
Why haven't you asked him that though?
I can't. He won't talk to me.
I thought you already debated before.
That if you call that a debate.
Okay, seriously, without joking, right?
Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad. You're saying that the cousin of Muhammad is less reliable and less authoritative than Muslim Lantern. Muslim Lantern, that child over there who sits behind the screen.
Just because he's the cousin doesn't mean like you listen. Like I mean, the Prophet had a.
Brother, let me stop you because you're about to say something that you don't know, and you'll get flogged by the Muslims. Look, listen. If you don't know about this, if I were you, I'd just rather just be like, I don't really know who Ibn Abbas is. I don't really have information on him, so I don't know why he's important, which is okay. Say that. Don't say something that would get you in trouble. So Ibn Abbas, he's called the ink of the Ummah, the ink of the Ummah, the ink of the Muslim people, because he was so close to Muhammad and understood the Quran, and even Muhammad himself prayed to Allah to bestow wisdom on Ibn Abbas to understand the Quran. Okay? So that's why he's so huge and important within Islam. Okay?
Okay.
So even if we were to ask Muslim Lantern, about Ibn Abbas and whether he is smarter or has more wisdom or understanding about the Quran than Ibn Abbas, Muslim Lantern will give you a resounding no. He'll be like, of course, he said Ad Bilad. Of course not. He's the part of the Salaf. He's the cousin of the Prophet, the ink of the Ummah. He would never put himself on that same level if he's a solid Muslim. You understand what I'm saying?
All right,
So,
I give you that.
yeah. So these guys are top of the top of authoritative when it comes to the
Okay.
scholars of Islam and interpretation.
How could I trust the Bible when it's like we don't have any we don't have any full Bibles from
We could do that.
Jesus' time.
We could do that. We could do that next. But first, remember, you asked me to give you two. I gave you one about the murky water, the sun setting, and then we just gave you this one about the sexual fluid busting out of, a man's backbone and a woman's breast. So we got two scientific inaccuracies within the Quran. We can't just ignore it. We can't just blow by that. We have to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
So what do you say? What, is Islam still true with all this stuff going on, or what?
I mean, I would say that I need to look into it because I don't have the knowledge of a scholar. But
brother, I'm giving you the knowledge of the scholars. That's that. See, that's why I asked you when I said, when you say you're going to look into it, what does that look like for you? And you're going to ask the scholars and stuff. I'm giving you what the scholars say. This is us looking into it.
Like hearing people explain it for themselves and things like that for me to actually understand and accept.
Yeah, if Ibn Kathir explains it for himself, if Ibn Abbas explains it for himself, is that not good enough?
I think if I were to hear like one of the preachers who you either talk to or say that,
you need the Muslim debaters to tickle your ear.
So why don't you bring that up with them?
We'd love to.
Okay. So that's all I'm saying is, man, is I want you to be honest with your text and be honest in when you're doing your research, because I'm giving you what your scholars say, what your top scholars say. There's nothing that Libiano or Muslim Lantern or Muhammad Hijab or none of these guys can give you that these guys that is more authoritative than what Ibn Kathir is saying, more authoritative than what Ibn Abbas is saying. You understand? So just keep that in mind. All right, go ahead. Ask you. You was asking, how can we trust the Bible, man? I got the right guy.
Like if we know like that Paul like never met Jesus in his lifetime and he saw him in like a vision, and that the earliest like Bibles we have are like 350 years after.
Pause there. You said Paul never met Jesus in his lifetime and only had a vision. Does that mean, are you saying that because of that kind of discredits Paul, like that makes him a little unreliable?
Well, it makes him unreliable because he also teaches the opposite of the teachings of Jesus.
Which is where do we find that? Where do we find the teachings of Jesus?
Well, it teaches the opposite. Like we know that he wrote 13 gospels of what's
he didn't write 13 gospels.
Right.
He didn't write 13 gospels. Well, I'm
Letters.
asking. So just hold on. Slow down, Apple Pie. You said that he goes against the teachings of Jesus and he never met Jesus. So where do we get the teachings of Jesus to see that Paul contradicted them? Where do we find them?
Well, the New Testament, like he there's a lot of contradictions that he contradicts in the New Testament through the Old Testament.
All right, good. So you're saying that if somebody never met Jesus, one, and then two, contradicts what Jesus taught in the New Testament, then that person is a false messenger. Is that right?
Well, for you, because that's y'all's belief. He's contradicting.
It's not for me. You're saying for you. You're saying, why should I trust Paul when this? So you're giving me objective reasons why Paul is not trustworthy.
Well,
right?
It's not. Well, I said before Paul, I said also the Bible in general, because we don't have a Bible that Jesus.
Yeah, but the first thing you brought up when talking about the Bible is Paul. You said, how can I trust the Bible when Paul never met Jesus and Paul contradicts? That's the first thing.
And I did mention before that I said like we don't have a Bible from the time of Jesus, like 300 years after.
Okay, so let's deal with one thing at a time. So the first thing you mentioned was Paul. So if somebody doesn't meet Jesus and contradicts what Jesus taught in the New Testament, then that person is a false messenger. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if you'll be consistent. Did Muhammad meet Jesus?
No.
Does he contradict what Jesus taught in the New Testament? That he
Yeah, because you have like 40 dudes writing about Jesus that both never met Jesus.
he got like 40 dudes writing about him.
I mean, two of Matthew, Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. Two of them never met Jesus.
All right, no worries. So, and yet Muhammad never met Jesus, and yet he writes about Jesus, or not writes, excuse me, but he talks about Jesus in the Quran, right?
Well, it's not him talking about it; it's God talking about it.
And that's the same thing that we can say, that the two who didn't meet Jesus, it's God revealing things about Jesus to them. I can say the same thing. But the difference is hold on, Apple Pie. Was the Quran written by men?
Well, no, it's an oral tradition. It's recited and memorized. So who have people writing about
who wrote it
years after Jesus.
Did man write the Quran though?
Yeah, they wrote it, but it's preserved.
So the Quran. Wait, hold on. Focus. So the Quran was written by men, right?
Yeah, the words of God are orally memorized, and they're orally like translated, but they are put down on paper. However, if we get rid of all the Qurans, we still have the words of God.
Apple pie. That rhetoric is not going to help us here with your contention against the Bible. You cannot have a double standard. You have to be consistent. So you went against the Bible, against Luke and Mark, for not having met Jesus and being men who wrote down the gospel. It was written by men. You threw that as an accusation, but the Quran was also written by men. So does that mean that the Quran is not trustworthy since it was written by men?
No, because it was written by the companions around the prophet, the main core.
Very good. So therefore, and the same thing with Luke and Mark, who are direct companions of the disciples who walked right with Jesus. So Luke got eyewitness accounts. Mark was writing at the dictation of Peter, a direct disciple of Jesus. So they were in the company of the companions of Jesus. Now, hold on. Getting back to the objections of Paul, right? Remember, you said that Muhammad never met Jesus, and he contradicts what Jesus teaches in the New Testament. So therefore, Muhammad is a false messenger, right?
No.
So then, if Paul never met Jesus and contradicted what Jesus taught in the New Testament, that still doesn't make him a false messenger then.
Bro, I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying.
Okay. Try again.
Okay, let's try this again. So the core messages from Islam are from direct words of God to the prophets. So we have that from the prophet's time, right? What I'm saying is, from Jesus's time, we don't have anything from Jesus's time. We're relying on people 300 years after Jesus. We're relying on that. That's why even in the Council of Nicaea, 350 years after Jesus, people didn't even know of Jesus. Like, they had to complete the core beliefs of Christianity, if Jesus was equal to God, or if he was God, or if he was the Son of God.
I see.
So how can we even rely on that?
That's pretty false. That's false.
Yeah.
But let me go.
That's not false.
It is. But let me go with
very
this.
false.
I'm gonna let IP correct you on this, but I'm gonna show you again everything that we're gonna do, brother. I'm not even gonna have to defend my religion or my position. I'm just gonna show you how you're cooking your own religion. Okay. So, for example, where do you get the 5 daily prayers from? As a Muslim, when you have to pray 5 times a day, where do you get that from?
Well, the 5 times are mentioned in the Quran.
Show me.
I can show you them. I can show you the times that are mentioned, the time zones in the Quran.
Yeah, show me.
Okay. Hold on. So everything that we need is mentioned in the Quran, and then the Hadith and the Prophet explains how to do it. So first, let me give you the verse. Okay. So the first one in chapter 1778. So 1778, establish prayer at the decline of the sun and the Quran of the dawn.
At the decline
Yeah.
of the sun. So sunset, and then what else?
It's 1778. Established prayer at the decline of the sun
Mm-hmm.
and the crown of the dawn. So that's
All right.
crown of the dawn is the Fajr prayer.
So sunset and
Okay.
and sunrise. It sounds like, right?
The Fajr prayer. Yeah.
Okay. So all I hear is two.
Okay.
So
And then-
sunset and sunrise.
Okay. And then 3018. Two. Also, we have.
Wait.
Established the middle.
You said chapter
No,
30, verse
sorry,
18.
sorry. No. The middle prayer is what now. It's Surah Baqarah, so it's 2, chapter
Okay.
2.
What was
2,
chapter? Wait, hold on.
2:30.
Slow down. What was chapter 30 about? You said 30:18. What was that?
It also mentions a middle time of prayer.
Chapter 30, verse 18.
Yeah, but it's more of chapter 2, 2:38.
Yeah, because chapter 30, verse 18 doesn't mention anything about prayer. It says, "And to him throughout the heavens and the earth, and at night, and he exalted is he at night, and when your noontide hour." It just says that's when he's exalted. It doesn't say anything about prayer. But okay, so chapter 2.
You're right. It's 2:38.
All right.
2:38.
Chapter 2, verse 238. So far we saw sunset and we saw sunrise. All right, chapter 2, verse 238. See here. Be you watchful over the prayers and the middle prayer, and do you stand obedient to God? So when is the middle prayer? Is that noon?
The middle prayer is at like 3 o'clock, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, depending on the sun.
Okay, so that's middle prayer. Okay, go ahead. What else? We need 2 more.
Okay, and then as the established prayer at the decline of the sun.
Already got that.
We have the morning one.
That's right.
So that's 1, 2, and then we have
A middle prayer. That's 3.
the sun. We have the sunset one. Established prayer at the 2 ends of the day. So we have the sunset.
We have sunset, we have
And then-
sunrise, and we have a middle. So far, we're at 3. We need 2 more.
And then we have the night prayer. It says and at the approaches of the night. It's in chapter after Salatul al-Isha. It's in 24:58.
24:58. All right.
Wait, actually, hold on. Give me a second.
24:58. O believers, let those of your right hands that your right hand possess, and those of you who have not reached puberty, ask leave of you 3 times before the prayer of dawn, and when you put off your garments at the noon, and after the evening prayer, which is the sunset, 3 times of nakedness for you. There is no fault in you or them, apart from these, that you go about to one another. So God makes clear to you the signs, and God is all knowing, all wise. So it just mentions 2 prayers there that we already got.
No. Let me read it. Let me read it.
Okay.
And O you who have believed, let those whom your right hand possesses and those whom you have not yet reached puberty among you ask permission of you before entering at 3 times. Before the dawn prayer, and when you put aside your clothing for rest at noon, and after the night prayer.
It says the evening prayer.
It says what do you mean? It says the night prayer.
Yeah, it's the evening prayer. It says that in Arabic.
No, in Arabic, it literally says Ba'da Salatul Isha.
Which is the what?
In Arabic, it says Salatul Isha is the night prayer. It literally says that. It says وَمِن بَعْدِ Salatul Isha.
All right, let me double check the word here.
Yeah. It's Isha in
Before
Arabic.
prayer dawn, and then you put aside your garments at noon, and after the prayer at night. Okay, cool. So is not the sunset prayer at night?
No, it says the night prayer. It's the sunset prayer is explicitly mentioned as the sunset prayer. This one says Salatul Isha. Isha
Yeah.
is the night.
I'm confused. So sunset isn't night?
No.
According to what?
What, bro? I just showed you a verse that says it explicitly mentions the sunset prayer.
This
one
says
is saying
sunset.
the night prayer.
Where you? My question is, where are you getting it from that the night is not referring to the sunset?
Because we know that in hadith, when the Prophet broke his fast in the sunset, it's not the night prayer.
Wait, hold on. You said you know where?
From hadith that the sunset prayer.
From hadith, so not the Quran.
No, but I just showed you 5 different times from the Quran.
No, you didn't. You showed me 3, and then you showed me where you show. Excuse me. You showed me 3 prayers. You then showed me a verse that mentions the dawn prayer that we already knocked out, and then a night prayer that we already knocked out with the sunset prayer. However, the reason, hold on a second, Apple, listen to me so you understand where this is going. Okay. You understand that there is a difference between the sunset prayer and the night prayer due to what? Does the Quran give you that distinction, or do you get that distinction in the hadith?
Bro, it just gave you a verse about the sunset prayer and the night prayer. Do you want me to repeat? It also gave
me a prayer about the sun when the sun rises, and then here it says dawn. 2 different words, right?
Okay. Let's go through them again. Let's count.
So where do you get the distinction between the night prayer and the sunset prayer? Is that in the Quran or is that the hadith?
In the Quran.
Okay, show me where the Quran makes a distinction between the night prayer and the sunset prayer.
Okay. Let's open up.
Bro, you already said it earlier. You said you get the understanding from the hadith. Once I said, oh, now you're changing it. You don't want to go to the hadith right now for some reason. It's okay to say that you get this understanding from the hadith. It's okay.
I'm not saying I'm going to the hadith, but explicitly Salatul Isha in Arabic means nighttime.
But you said that you understand that there's a distinction made between the night prayer and the sunset prayer by Muhammad's practice in the hadith. That's how you know. That's what you said earlier, right?
No. I said we can. You said how can we also know that? That's how we can also.
I didn't say how you can also know. I said how do you know the distinction? What gives you the distinction? You said because the Prophet in the hadith, how he practiced the prayers. That's what you said, right?
Bro, is the sunrise the full day, bro?
If you can't be honest with me right now, man, I have to move on.
Is sunrise full day?
Did you not say that earlier, bro? Just answer the question. Did you not say that?
Sunrise is sunset a full night, right. or is sunrise a full day?
And this is why. Go ahead and enjoy Islam, bro. Watch your head, man.
It is what it is.
Now I'm gonna let you break down the false claim that he put out about Nicaea, but I wanted to show you guys this. He made an accusation that we don't have anything from the 1st century of Jesus, but we have things hundreds of years later, writings hundreds of years later. So why can't I trust that? How do I know that that's accurate to Jesus? Yet, when I asked him about the prayers, he failed to show me the 5 prayers in the Quran, and he gets his understanding of the 5 prayers from the hadith by what he himself admitted and didn't want to admit it again. And he gets it from the hadith, which the manuscripts of the hadith come 200 years after the death of Muhammad. So how can then he trust that he's getting correct information about Muhammad and how to practice these prayers when these manuscripts don't go back to the time of Muhammad? They are 200 plus years after Muhammad.
And the manuscripts we have are not like dating to the time of Bukhari. They're even later.
Right.
So, I mean, there's still 100 years after that. So it doesn't even help them out that much.
So the each and every, see, now I notice, guys, I didn't waste time giving an explanation for the Christianity and why is that. I just continued to show how every objection he raised works against Islam, actually. And then the double standard comes out, the dishonesty. Now, why was he so wrong about Nicaea, IP?
Yeah, they didn't discuss the canon at Nicaea.
What?
I had to point this out in my debate with Hassan Shibli over the weekend. Yeah, I mean, you've tried that argument. They discussed the Arian heresy. The canon didn't even come up. And by the way, all the books of the New Testament date to the 1st century. Very few historians dispute that.
What? But Bart Ehrman, your own scholars. My goodness, bro.
Bart Ehrman would say overwhelming majority of books date to the 1st century. I mean, so it's ridiculous, man.
Too funny. Well to you. IP got me in the mood to cook, man. That's why we here.
That's what I did tonight, man. Fred Libiano did not know what he was talking about.
You exposed that man's ignorance on the history so bad, and you exposed his double standard. Like when you highlighted, what is your metric for how and when the Roman Empire ends, or when an empire ends, period. And the double standard he had. Oh, I don't know. I just, the historians say so. Well, historians say other things. That's the point. They're saying other things. There's other historians saying, contradicting what you're saying. Numbnuts. Man, yeah, that was brilliant, man.
It was embarrassing for him, man. He got angry at the end. He didn't even want to talk about Daniel. His go-to argument for years has been, I'm going to talk about Daniel. The moment he debates me, I don't want to talk about Daniel. I don't want to talk about this anymore. We have to move on. Wow. He knew I got him on the history. He had no clue. There's no evidence you can say Islam ended the Roman Empire unless you just pick an arbitrary metric. But what he doesn't even realize, that 1453 date, it's just set arbitrarily by like Western historians. If you go to like Turkey or Russia or Italy, they're going to give different dates for their categorization needs. So he doesn't even realize that. I mean, so it's a bad performance there. He angry, was insulting, didn't know what he was doing. And at the end of the day, he didn't even give any evidence for Muhammad in the Bible. What evidence did he give?
He didn't give none.
I couldn't believe it.
He didn't give
nothing, man.
There was nothing about I'm like, man, what are we even talking about anymore?
Oh, wow. It was worse than I expected. I expected better, man. I didn't. I had notes for like Haggai 2:7, notes for Malachi.
You expected
Deuteronomy 18.
You expected to talk about the Bible. Is that right? Is that what you expected?
I expected, and he wanted to talk about, was it just the Trinity, 3 gods? It's like, what debate did you come to? Did you forget the topic?
Bruh, when he went and started attacking the Trinity, that's how you know all else fails, y'all. Attack is Jesus a God? You believe Jesus is a God? How do you count God? When all else fails, ask how you count God.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Yo.
Bad.
What's up, JZA? What up, DJ?
Yo. What's up? Yo, Avery. No, you remember you told me to come back, bro. Jay?
Was that this week?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I remember. You're from YouTube. You were on my YouTube. I'm sure you are. Okay.
Yeah.
I never seen your TikTok. I don't think I've seen you on TikTok.
Yeah. No, after that convo, I kind of converted, bro.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Nice.
Whoa,
man. IP, you know me too.
Dude, you can't just drop that and just move on in the conversation.
In the world?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, bro. What? Tell me what happened? Guys, I don't know if you guys remember. His name was Jay from last week. Last week he joined the conversation. We had a lengthy conversation. I told you come back. Just say, hey man, it's me, Jay. I'm back. You're right. And so where are you at now, man? What's up? What you thinking? You were
a Christian, man.
You're a Christian.
Nice.
Now.
And IP, I don't know if you know me, but I was just on your live also.
Yeah, I think I remember you sound familiar. So I think we just talk last week.
Yeah, you was telling me to take the Wagner. I forgot Pascal or something.
Pascal's wager.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Than, and yeah, so I converted. I think it was what was that day, Avery? Logic.
Shoot, it was probably Friday, honestly. Probably Friday over the weekend, or maybe it was
Oh
Wednesday.
yeah, that was Friday. It was Friday. Yeah,
it was either Wednesday or Friday.
And it was Friday, and I prayed like really for like the third time, I think, and then I felt like a tug. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
After I got off after I got done talking to you, right? I felt like I don't know, I felt like a conviction. I felt like you need to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it was like no psychology or nothing, you know.
Right,
Like I'm
right.
very skeptic.
Yeah.
I'm very
yeah.
skeptic.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I talk to a lot of people. So I mean, I'm just gonna take a leap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember, bro.
RP, you did.
Wow.
Yeah. IP, I watched all your resurrection videos, dude. Like,
Hey.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
I got
Good to hear.
I got
Glad
his
those helped.
I got his resurrection video still as my playlist, you know, so I still use that. Amazing, bro. Well, man, God bless you, man, and God bless you for, you know, surrendering to God, taking that courage to trust in him and let him guide you, man. Let him lead you. And dude, this is you can see my face, man. I'm excited for you, bro. Like it's I don't know, it does something different, man, when hell loses another one, man. When the devil loses another one. So welcome to the family, bro. Welcome to the family, man.
Yeah, welcome.
Hey, and what was I finna say? Oh yeah. I don't know what church should I attend. I've been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say check around, check in your area. Find one that you're going to grow in that's not teaching heresy, of course. But I mean, you know, find one that you think is going to help you grow as a Christian. Find a good pastor that's going to shepherd well. That's the most important aspect. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with checking out and trying to figure out where you think you'll be best at home. That's what I tell people. There's a great book written 100 years ago. It's called Streams in the Desert. You know, that's what Christianity is. There's different streams, some like a more charismatic stream, some like a more traditional chanting streams, some like a more like Bible study intellectual stream. But there's, you know, so many different types of people. We need different streams for different people.
Yeah, 100. For sure.
I agree with that.
Appreciate it, man.
Man, God bless you, Jay. God bless you, dude. You made my night, man.
Yep. Hey, man.
For real.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You got I ain't trying to stay up here long, but do you have like a debate coming up or nah? Because I just I watched your debate, Inspiring Philosophy.
Oh, the one tonight?
Yeah, I didn't watch the full thing, but I left like when y'all was doing the when the time was set on 30 minutes, that's when I left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's when he got really belligerent. He just kept interrupting me. Didn't want to let me ask any questions. He wanted to just run the whole thing. I wasn't gonna let that happen. So,
I'm gonna lie, he was rage betting a little bit to me.
He sure was.
I mean, I didn't really understand what y'all was talking about, so I have no room to, you know, really say who won that debate. So,
he didn't want to debate the topic. That's the problem.
So I have a debate coming up on Friday. I'm debating a Muslim in Dallas. So that'll be posted on the same channel that you saw IP debating. I'll be debating on that channel, but in person. It'll be an in-person debate, and then the videos will probably be put up the following week.
Is it Mike?
What
is it? Oh, Jake.
Yep, Jake. Jake, the Muslim metaphysician. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So that's gonna be a fun one.
Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Hey, bro, come on, bro. You gotta lock me in, man. Lock me in, man. Come on, bro.
Man, you already locked in. What you talking about, man?
Come on, man. We family, bro. You gotta lock. Lock me in, bro. It's my night, man.
He's stupid.
Let me stop.
Where are you from, bro?
From Atlanta.
From Atlanta. Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Avery, I'm gonna take off. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yep. All right, man. You'll be live tomorrow, right? I think.
All right, bro.
We're gonna review that debate. Man, that was a treasure. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, great job, Mike.
Thanks, appreciate it. So,
all right, peace. Love you, man. Good job tonight. All right, peace, Jay. Good talking to you, man. God bless you, man. Congratulations, bro.
God bless you, bro.
All right, peace.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. DJ in the house.
What's going on, man? I was gonna say something about the debate, but man, I'm a little bit sick. But man, doing all that screaming. I'll be a little bit more mean than IP. Doing all that screaming like an animal does nothing for you. It just does nothing. Like, what a jump Muslims to say. Oh yeah, I know. I guess it convinces the the animals that agree with it. Like that type of behavior. Mm-hmm. That jump he made for saying, scholars say that Jesus talking about the Son of Man is somebody else. Thus, he's talking about somebody else. Thus, he has to be talking about Ahmed. What a
leap to Ahmed.
What a tardedry. What a tardedry argument. Scholars say so, not the Bible. Be in mind, because the Bible, as IP pointed out, the Son of Man is Christ. But scholars say so. The scholars don't say it's Muhammad, but somehow it's about Ahmed.
Yeah.
What a stupid tardedry argument.
Bro, just because Jesus speaks in the third person, that makes it not about him. Well, the whole Quran is not about Allah.
So
I would have drilled that home, bro. Okay, you want to take the literal interpretation that Jesus is speaking in the third person, and he's saying, referencing the Son of Man. Okay, then Allah is not the one that revealed the Quran, because that's what he does all through the Quran.
Yeah, Allah's talking about another Allah. You're talking about another Allah.
Yeah,
that's distinct from him.
His two arguments he used, it's not even like about Muhammad, it's about random Muslim Arabs later on.
Yep.
It wasn't even about Muhammad.
Nope.
What is this, dude?
And also, what is it? Ahmed or Hum? If we're going with that type of argumentation, then that's a different person from Muhammad. Hamd or Ahmed is a different person from Muhammad. Those are two different people.
Hey, that question that Dean asked about the 9th century Ibn Ashaq about doxia and doxos, that literally means worship. That's what orthodoxy means. Doxia. It means to worship. And it's never about the person. Even if they mention it with the person, it's giving reverence and worship to God. Right? It's shining that they're doing this through God, right? He just proved he worshiped Muhammad. That's all Dean response proved.
Yeah, that Daniel 2 argument, it shows that these dudes will just quote a scholar without knowing what the scholar actually thinks. You can't just quote the scholar and say this scholar says so. Yeah. You actually have to give the justification. And that's how IP exposed that he doesn't know the history on why they think it's Rome in the 1400s and not the 1200s.
Yeah.
Gave no justification.
Yeah. Didn't have any metric to judge on what he was saying. Just leaning on historians. Well, if we're doing that, guess what? IP was bringing up historians that disagree with what the historians that you're saying. So what do? You have no basis, no ground to say what you're saying. Sasuke, what's up?
Yeah, hello, God Logic. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you?
Donsa's doing good. Yeah, you said the Quran confirms the Bible, right?
That's right.
Yeah, do you believe it's an absolute confirmation?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. So do you want me to substantiate evidence for a general confirmation?
What do you mean by general?
By meaning the Quranic oath that doesn't take everything in the Bible to be true.
So it takes the Bible in parts to be true.
He generally confirms it, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So do me this favor. Do that in light of 285. So this is what I'm gonna need from you. I'm gonna give you a verse that says what I say. I would like a verse that says what you say. So chapter 2, verse 85.
Oh, you need explicit verses, right?
I need a clear verse at least. It doesn't have to say the exact words, but a clear verse. It's a verse that says.
Yeah, you do understand. We can infer that it's going to be a general confirmation. We can infer.
No, you can't.
Because yes, we can, and I can do that right now. If you like me to.
For you to have something that infers something, you need a text to back up.
Yeah, I'm going to show how the Quranic author doesn't take everything in your narrative to be true.
Okay, so this is what I would do. I'm gonna give you a verse, and then I want you to try to do.
I don't need verses. I already know the verse like 5.
I'm a little lost. I'm gonna give you a verse that backs up what I believe. I would like for you to give me a Quranic verse that backs up what you believe. So here's my verse.
I can
Chapter 2, verse 85. My brother, let me quote you the verse. Chapter 2, verse 85 says.
Wait.
Chapter 2, verse 85 says, "Do you thus believe in part of the scripture while rejecting the rest? What is the reward for those who do so among you, except disgrace in this life, and there awaits for them the most egregious torment in the hereafter, and Allah is not unaware of what you do." So according to this verse, Allah will send anyone who believes in part of the scripture and rejects other parts of the scripture straight to hell. So do you have a verse that suggests that you can actually believe in part of the scripture and reject other parts?
Yeah, I'll show how the Quranic author doesn't take everything in your narrative to be true. Yeah, so if we can go to wait.
Do you have a verse?
Oh, wait. We can infer so. I'm gonna show you how the Quranic author only generally confirms the scripture.
Do you have a verse?
All right. We can infer so.
From a verse?
What do you mean? Like I can show how the Quranic author disagrees with stuff from your scripture, ergo he doesn't take everything in your narrative to be true.
Okay, so let me make it clear, my brother.
Conscious edits.
You showing me that the author of the Quran, which would be Muhammad, correct?
The author of the Quran would be Allah.
Oh, okay, through Muhammad, right?
Sure.
Okay, so you're just showing me that the author of the Quran, Muhammad, disagrees with the scriptures that I have, which
I'm showing you how Allah.
Welcome to the dilemma, my brother. The dilemma is that the Quran affirms the scriptures while disagreeing with these scriptures at the same time.
Yeah, and then it disagrees with the scripture, but if it's a general confirmation, then there's not going to be any contradiction.
How that's affirming the contradiction? What are you talking about?
How if there's a general confirmation, that means he's not affirming the past that contradicts his words. Duh.
Yeah, show me where the Quran says that that you can.
Yeah, I'm going to show you how we can infer so. Yeah. I'll show you how we can infer so.
All right, go ahead.
I'll show you how we can infer.
Give me the verse. Give me the verse.
Does the Quranic author affirm the crucifixion? Yes or no?
Give me the verse.
Answer: does the Quranic author affirm the crucifixion? Yes or no?
All right, we're going to do this one last time.
I don't want you to be scared of me. It's fine. You're going to get baked.
You know what?
Don't get baked. You're going to get baked. You're going to get baked.
Kid, go ahead and watch it. Watch your clip back. Go ahead and watch your clip back. He said, "What do I mean, guys?
Yes.
What do I mean? Did I not tell him? Did I not explicitly show him what I mean? I was able to give you a verse that explicitly said what I said. What explicitly said what I believe. You couldn't bring me nothing." DJ, you wanted to say something.
Yeah. I was going to say earlier, I was going to ask what, should we take the cleared verses or the ambiguous verses? What did you clearly show? Would you think 285 is clear?
That's explicit. That's very clear. That's unambiguous.
And so he was going to jump around to a bunch of different verses which affirm the Islamic dilemma?
Correct.
We know it contradicts the Bible. That's the dilemma.
That's the dilemma. Numb nuts. What are we doing?
Saying conscious edits is the dilemma. When you say conscious edits, you're just affirming the dilemma.
No, just because, but see, when he makes conscious edits, that means he's not confirming those books. Thanks for coming, man.
You idiot. Chapter 3, verse 7. You're supposed to take the clear verses to judge the ambiguous verses.
He was about to use the ambiguous verses to try to cause deviation and confusion.
Yo, God Logic. I wanted to ask you what you think about the debate with IP and Libiano.
Who is this?
Huh? What you mean? I'm just asking.
Who is this?
Who is who? You don't know me?
Mm-mm.
What? Who is who?
Is this Henny?
Hello?
Oh, nah, that ain't Henny.
What do you mean? Who is?
Who's talking? Who's speaking?
The person you brought up.
Who are you?
You don't know me. I'm a viewer, bro.
Are you just a viewer?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just asking you, bro. Well, what do you think about your boy
you keep pausing.
IP?
I think he did great.
Yeah, my fault. He did. I don't know. He said anyone could call themselves a Roman Empire. It's kind of crazy, man.
That's not what he said.
No, that's not what he said.
It is what he said. He said, "Oh yeah."
He said
they call themselves the Caesars.
The Ottomans claim to be the Caesars of Rome.
Anyone could do that.
So if the Ottomans, according to the historians, are still claiming titles of Rome and inheriting Rome, not destroying it or getting rid of it, that stands for IP's point, going against Libiano, saying that the Roman Empire ended.
Okay, but his point was, yeah, the Ottomans called themselves Romans or whatnot, or Caesars,
and
indicating they called them
and inherited Rome.
Oh, what do you think about Libiano's? Like, do you think he did all right?
I think he did terrible.
He did terrible.
Yeah,
he
didn't give any verses where Muhammad is mentioned, and in light of when he talked about Daniel, and he had an opportunity to demonstrate how Muhammad is specifically mentioned in Daniel. When IP was asking him these questions about, okay, so when did the empire end? Oh, how do you know? What's your metric? He wasn't able to give a metric for how he knows the empire ended in the 1400s as opposed to the 1200s, like what other historians say. He said that he's going with what the historians say. Well, IP was like, okay, well, I'm giving you historians that say otherwise. So what is your metric to determine objectively? And he didn't know. He couldn't answer.
Didn't he say something along the lines of like his own, like the difference of metrics that he has and that IP has, or something along the lines of that?
He didn't offer his metric. He didn't know how to explain it. He didn't have a metric.
He said one scholar said so. That's it.
He just kept
no. He
saying
said no. IP said that the like historians that specialize in Daniel, and then mainstream secular historians or whatnot. No.
Well, this is another good point. So IP is like, okay, well, because remember, Libiano's point was, I'm not a historian. I rely on the scholars, on the historians who do this, who say that it ended in 1400 by the Ottomans, right? So IP is like, okay, well, since you're going with secular scholars, well, then give me any of those scholars that say that Islam is a fulfillment of Daniel, that they interpret the historicity of that Daniel is explaining by plugging in Islam in there. And that's where Libiano abandoned his standard by saying he relies on these scholars to now it's, well, this is actually a theological belief that these secular scholars don't have access to. So he switched his standard. He abandoned his first standard and switched to another one. Terrible.
Wait.
You understand?
My mind just blanked. Wait.
You understand?
No, my fault. I'm talking. No. So you said.
I said. Wait. So Libiano was asked, how do you judge and what is your metric for judging how and when the empire ended?
He says, and then he had to give his. Oh yeah.
He said, "I'm not a historian. I go with what the historians say." IP said, okay, so since you are relying and they're your standard, then give me one of those historians that say that Daniel is talking about Islam, that Islam and the Muslims fulfill and the Ottoman Empire fulfilled Daniel. And then that's when Libiano abandoned his standard that he said, going with the historian scholars, and said, well, they don't have this is a theological conclusion, which the historians don't have epistemic access to, right? They wouldn't have this theological access. So he switched up when IP pressed him on his standard. It's terrible. He had no foundation, no basis for saying what he was saying. He kept flip-flopping, which is why I call him Flippiano.
Do you think? One more question. Do you think you and Liviano would debate formally, like in the future?
No, I'm not debating that dude formally. He's a clown. We can have an open dialogue and open discussion with a moderator, but not a formal debate where he can waste time. No.
All right, that's all for me, man. Peace out.
All right, have a good night, bro.
You too. Peace out.
You know what's weird? The Ottomans, they never really took it as they look at they was the successors to Rome. That's why they took on the title Caesar. Like they was kept the Roman Empire alive. They think they more overthrew them politically and seized power in that, but they didn't look at it as they like collapsed the whole Roman Empire as far as the empire being cut off no more. That's why they took on the title Caesar. They thought that they were successors. That's and what I don't get when most of us Christians, we never bring up Revelations 13 and 17, because according to this prophecies in Revelation, the 10 toes is supposed to be set up by the Antichrist, that the stone is going to smash. If you read Revelations 13 and 17, the Antichrist is supposed to raise up these 10 kingdoms to go against, and rise up against God. And that's what the stone is going to crush. This is not a fulfilled prophecy all the way.
Yeah. It's a good point, man. But
that's how I cooked the Muslim apologist on it, and he was like, "No word I don't take from Revelation.
Yeah, I don't grant you Revelation
because it cooks your point, because it cooks your whole argument. No, I don't want to take Revelation. It was given by John, this and that, dreams and all. Bruh, you just coping at this point, because once I bring in Revelations 13 and 17, chapters 13 and 17, your whole argument is cooked."
Shot. It's word and I. I'm trying to bring up. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Is your name Umad?
Umad.
Yahmed? How do I say your name, man? Oh no, it says unknown. Why you mad? I said you mad, y'all. What's up, bro?
Yeah, so I'm reading your title. I just wanted to know, maybe you could enlighten me, but I just wanted to know, when it comes to the Trinity, like Jesus having a mother and like God having a mother, like that doesn't, like, how does it make sense if like a mother gave birth to God? Wouldn't she be more powerful than him? Just so on, stuff like that.
Sure. DJ, did you want to come up here? Or you just like to talk, or you just sitting pretty? Look at him.
Yeah, give me a. So about God having a mother, is that the issue?
Yeah. How can God have a mother? Like, wouldn't that make the mother more powerful than him if she gave birth to God and stuff?
Like how what's it called? Yeah, how he could be so limited like that. But yeah, start with that. That's good.
Okay, yeah. So we don't say that Mary gave birth to the nature of God. So Jesus always had the all-powerful nature of God. She gave birth to Christ, who is God, who took on a human nature. So she's not more powerful than him.
So So was the form of God Jesus always God, or did he like go into that body, or was it like he was
Yeah,
always
the
God from
yeah the
little?
Philippians 2 actually talks about this. If you go to Philippians 2 5 through 11, it talks about how even though he was equal with God, he had the form of God. He took on the form of a servant. So he took on the form of a human. So he took on a second nature. So yes, he was always God, and then he took on the form of a human.
Okay. Okay. So what about when it comes to Jesus and God? Do they? You heard of the argument of them saying knowing the hour, stuff like that. I think God logic was asked this
Right.
question before. Well, how does that work when it comes
Yeah, we
to?
don't answer that question no more. It's too many. Nah, I'm just playing.
No, we have yeah, what we do with that is, I mean, there's a couple ways you can do it, but for the sake of keeping this short, we don't say that he doesn't know intellectually. We say he doesn't know by meaning he doesn't tell. So he doesn't tell the hour. It's the Father to tell the hour, to reveal the hour. We could see the same word being used in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 2. We even have early church fathers that talk about this, meaning that Christ doesn't reveal the hour. It's the Father who reveals the hour. So that's what it means.
So they both know the hour. It's just that he can't say anything or speak upon it. But the main
Yeah.
one, the main God, no, he's the one could speak about it.
No, it's
To reveal the hour.
he relinquishes that authority to the Father. It's the Father's authority to make it known. It's not, and when he does make it known, he makes it known or declares it through the Son, through Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when do you guys go live? Because I know I have a friend that wants to ask a couple questions. Like, are you guys both live? Or?
Well, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if your friend wants to come up and ask questions, he can show up anytime on those lives, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Word and I usually goes live right after I go live. His days fluctuate, so I wish I could tell you a consistent schedule for the Word and I, but you know.
Yeah, Logic, he be running into my time a lot, so I just postpone it. And,
No, not at all. Insane.
Okay, last question before I leave, and I just try to bring my friend in. When it comes to like God or like Jesus praying to God, that whole argument, how would you guys answer that?
DJ?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few times where Christ claims to be God. I mean, in you got Revelation 22, 12 through 16. He claims to be the first and the last, which is a divine title according to the Old Testament and according to the Quran. He claims to give eternal life in chapter 10 of John, 27 through 30, and claims to be one with the Father in a divine way, not just any random, any other way. So, and he claims to be the great I am of John 8:58. So, yeah, there's a few divine claims that he makes.
He was asking about Jesus praying to the Father.
Praying to the Father. Oh yeah, prayer is just communication with the divine.
Okay, because usually they say if Jesus was praying, wouldn't that make that person or the God that he's praying to higher than him, since he's praying to him?
No, not necessarily. They're just communicating with each other and glorifying each other. We have the Father communicating with the Son, and the Father calls Jesus God, in fact, in Hebrews 1:8. And I mean, I don't know if we want to go to this, but if you have a problem with God praying, then you might have a problem with Allah praying. Did you say you were a Muslim?
I am.
Okay. Yeah, there's a couple passages where it talks about Allah praying in the Quran.
But why would God pray? Because you guys think he's one, so why would he pray to himself?
No, he's not. He's not praying to himself. The Father is the Son is praying to the Father.
So they're separated. They're not one.
They're distinct persons. They have the same nature.
So when it comes to praying, is he praying to the other God or is he praying to himself?
It's the same God.
He's praying to the other person, not a different God.
So he would be praying to himself.
No, bro. Are you gonna listen to what we're saying, or?
No, I heard you. You're saying that he's. There's only two options I see, unless you could correct.
So are you gonna represent our options? Are you gonna represent what we're saying correctly, or are you just gonna assume off of your own options?
Well, can you repeat then what your answer was again? Maybe I didn't understand
Okay,
it.
so hopefully you listen this time. It's one God that has three distinct persons. The Father's not the Son is not the Holy Spirit, and vice versa. But it's the same one God. Okay?
Okay. I'll try to bring in my friend, but his argument would be like when Jesus got crucified. Before that, he was arrested, and he was going to bring up on why he was arrested and stuff like that. You guys kind of heard that argument before. When Jesus, before he got crucified, he got arrested for doing some act.
You would have to show what you're talking about.
He got arrested because he was claiming to be God. Isn't that ironic? And that's how the Jews understood it, that he was claiming to be God.
Okay, I'll try to bring in my friend. I'll thank you guys for inviting me. I'll try to bring him. Okay.
All right, bro.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard to hear that, dude.
It was very hard.
Yeah, he was kind of.
But sometimes you gotta rely on the faith that Allah gives you. Sydney, how you doing?
Hi, Mr. Logic.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you doing, mate? Yeah, hope everything's good, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm blessed.
Good. Logic, I've got. Oh, okay, I'm an atheist, yeah. I don't believe because I've gone through a lot of learning and listening and all that, yeah. So I don't believe.
You got more belief than any one of us on this panel as an atheist.
Yeah, but I just need to ask one question. I've been doing a lot of research on comparative religion studies, and I've seen you, Mr. Logic. You're one person that I can honestly say, the chillest person who doesn't talk too much, who uses brains and answer when they need to be answered. You don't argue. You don't do. You let people finish. You do this. That's. I'll salute you. The way you take over speakers corner. No Muslims will ever speak to you. Don't waste your time. Forget about Uthman and all that. Those idiots. They're never going to speak to you, bruv. You know that for a fact, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? You should be Mufti. I'm going to speak to MBS. Mohammed bin Salman. Try to get you into Saudi. In the Mecca, because I've not seen anybody beat you on your explanation and your proof.
Yeah.
Simple and easy, man. So I've got one question. I was studying about Christianity. Yeah? I will ask this question, then I'll jump out so that you can explain to me. Okay, what happened is that the bit that I heard, yeah, that Jesus Christ was crucified at the age of 33.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just say it, then after that you can explain, yeah, please. At the age of 33, he was supposed to be crucified at some time, but they took it to Friday. At 6 o'clock, they crucified him, or 4 or 6 o'clock, something. He was on the cross for about 6 hours, something like that. They brought him down because Jews don't work on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So they brought the body down, and then what happened after that is that he was supposed to be re-crucified before the suburb. Yeah, but his body went missing from the town. But what I've done the research, they shows that his body was taken away by his followers and all that. They took him somewhere, and then after that, when he became well and all that, he ended up in Kashmir, in India.
No, there's no proof for that.
No, yeah, please, bro. Let me just finish then. And then what I did, because I flew down to Kashmir. I flew down to India.
What in the world?
Yeah. I flew down there. I went to that place, and this I'm talking that I've seen this myself here. So I went to the place, and then there was about 3 people, and there's a place there. There's a dome, and then The translation for the place where it is buried is shepherd. If you translate that, from that language to is shepherd, and on his tomb, because nobody can go in unless you pay a lot of money, man. So I went there, and it was written Joshua there. So please, it might be something that but I've seen this with my own eyes. So, Mr. Appreciate if you can explain. Thank you very much, my friend. We'll speak some other time. Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Did you see Jesus there?
Sorry?
Oh, I thought it was
gosh, dude. Hey man, I just want to let you know that I heard that there is this. I heard Jesus traveled to Alaska right after he was raised from the dead, and how you know is that there's a grave over here, and I started charging people money, and it's pretty famous.
No, DJ, he actually came.
There's this written
America.
document. There's this written document, and so I started charging people to see this grave. So that's how you know.
Yeah, Sydney, if you were being serious, there's no evidence suggesting anything that you said that you heard. There's no evidence of this at all. Not a shred of it. Okay, so
Bro said that he went to Kashmir.
Henny, I see that you're requesting, and you've been requesting for a while, but the past few times that you've been let up, you've been weird. So
Malik gonna flog him anyway.
You gotta give me your word. Say wallahi in the chat that you're not gonna be weird on no weird stuff, and then you can come up and we could talk. But if you're gonna
wallahi, don't move to a Muslim.
I don't know. But if you're gonna come up here and be weird, bro, this ain't. You can find another live to do all that weird stuff on, man. So, balls in your court, man. Balls in your coat. Request up if you guys are Muslims, guys. That's hilarious.
Look at this dude's profile pic.
What the
Liberal logic.
No, I think that's supposed to be Muhammad. I think
that's Sheikh logic right there, man. That's Sheikh logic.
No, that's caliphate logic.
Caliphate logic.
There you go.
He the
caliphate is here.
Yo, Sheikh Logic really made a real appearance.
It combines well with that picture. Logic gathering the lost sheep of Islam or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So what's up, KB?
Is he gonna say anything or what?
Oh no, he's just here to put up weird pictures.
Oh yeah, he didn't like the fact that we were laughing. We were supposed to be angry.
Yeah, we're supposed to have our feelings hurt by it or something. Oh, nice try, KB. Nice try. They look like Libiano had Muhammad on a leash. It's tough. Somebody named America First. I don't think you're a Muslim. Guys, I know it's probably hard to see, but it does say Muslims only. It's probably hard to make out, but Muslims only, please. All right. All right. Yeah, this request thing is tripping a bit.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Liviano's such a hypocrite. As soon as he started his opener, he's like, "Can the moderators please monitor the blasphemy and this and that." And then the first
hello?
thing come out of his mouth is blaspheming and insults, bro. I'm like, this dude is just on another level.
He's a Muslim. He's a freaking Muslim, man. What's up, man? You're a Muslim?
Yeah, I just had a quick question.
Sure. What's your question in regards to these topics?
Nah, it was something else.
If it's not on these topics, then
I was
you gotta
just
save
gonna
your
ask why
question.
won't,
You gotta
Liviana.
save your question unless you're ready to engage with the topics. If you're not ready to engage with the topics, go to Liviano's live and ask why he won't come here. Okay.
Are you mad that
All right, take care of yourself. How is this person still here? I thought I blocked you. So how are they still showing up if I block them? Okay. Looks like we're getting words, folks, to come on in here, man. All the trolls coming in, man.
Come on.
Here comes the weirdos.
Yeah, it sounds like it's about that time to wrap it up. Ali Baker, how you doing?
I'm all right. And yourself?
Pretty good, man. Are you a Shia?
A what?
Are you a Shia Muslim?
Does the conversation really start like that nowadays? Nice to meet you anyway. How are you guys doing? All right. Everybody else?
We already said that we're good. Are you a Shia
Not
Muslim?
too bad.
Good. I am a Muslim.
I'm
a Sunni Muslim.
Sunni Muslim? Okay, nice. All right. What's your takes on any of these topics? What's in your mind?
Really, mate. To be honest, mate, to be entirely honest regarding excuse me.
You okay?
Regarding belief, I have no qualms with people. I don't obviously me being a Muslim, I don't have no qualms with what anybody else chooses to believe, because on the base, the thing I know about religion is that the basis of religion is that it's a belief, and you are entitled to believe whatever it is you want to believe. Obviously,
Not according to the Quran, Ali. According to the Quran, I'm not entitled to believe whatever I want. If I don't believe in Islam, then I'm the worst of creatures according to the Quran.
No, my friend. That would be one in many verses on there. There are many verses that also say you don't have to believe what you want to believe. There's a whole.
Can you show me a verse that says that, brother?
If I can just finish, I'll tell you now.
Okay.
There's a whole surah, that states about belief, what you believe and what I believe. You have what your belief and I have my belief.
No, there's not. Can you show me a verse?
The surah is called.
Can you show me? Ali, please.
I'm just about to tell you, and you keep asking me. So I'm just about to tell
I would
you.
like the verse that
surah,
says that that I don't have to believe.
tell you
Hey,
the verse.
Ali, you're not the
Oh, God,
host.
people
Please
like you,
relax yourself. Relax yourself.
I am relaxed. but
Okay,
you just
so
don't
you're
wanna
not
listen.
gonna talk over me. That's not happening here. It's either you're gonna listen to me and I listen to
because
you.
don't
We listen to
you
each
don't
other.
wanna hear the
Are you
truth.
going? All right, my bad. I didn't. Go ahead. I wasn't listening. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah. So all I was trying to say, my friend, is that there is a whole.
Watch your head.
Have a good one, Abibi.
Let's see.
The whole abrogated surah.
Yo, what's up, Logic?
What's up, man?
Yo, I've been a fan for a while. I'm not a Muslim, but I do have two things that I've heard, and I wasn't able to find any rebuttals against them. Could I ask you?
I guess that's a no.
Abdul Salam, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
You have a pretty loud background. Are you in the mall or something?
Hello.
Yeah, are you in the? It sounds like there's a bunch of kids in the background or something.
Jesus is God?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Sounds like there might be a delay or something.
Jesus is God? I mean,
Yes, Jesus is God.
where did you get it?
I get it, Bible.
There is no any unambiguous statement in the Bible that Jesus is God.
Who's the first and the last?
God.
Jesus says, I'm the first and the last. So Jesus unambiguously claimed to be God, right? Where?
Okay, where does he say that? Yes.
Revelation chapter 22, verse 13. He says,
Revelation and
he says,
okay,
I am
Revelation.
the.
Whose statement?
It's
Whose
Jesus.
statement is this
It's
in the
Jesus.
Revelation?
Jesus. He says, I, Jesus. No. He says, I, Jesus, sent my angel.
Which apostle wrote it?
John the apostle is writing this. So when Jesus says that he's the first and the last, he's unambiguously claiming to be God, right?
No.
But you said that the first and the last is God.
According to the Gospels, there is no any unambiguous statement that Jesus is God.
Well, I'm saying it sounds like you're switching your goalposts. At first you said there's no unambiguous statement in the Bible where Jesus says he's God or where it says Jesus is God. So I'm giving you a verse in the Bible where Jesus clearly says he's God, right?
And whose revelation is this?
Can you answer the question, brother?
No. You said that
my brother, if you want to have a long conversation, I need you to be direct with me and I need you to be honest with me. So be direct when I ask you a question, answer me, and then answer honestly. Don't play games with me, please. Did I not give you a direct verse?
Come again, please.
I got you.
No.
Did I not give you a clear verse when Jesus says, I am the first and the last, and you said that the first and the last is God? So when Jesus says, I am the first and the last, that's him claiming to be God, correct?
Okay. Maybe this is the statement of the Jesus, but whose revelation is this?
That's him claiming to be God, correct?
Okay, correct. But whose revelation is this?
Well,
is this the word of Jesus?
I already told you. This is Jesus speaking. John the apostle wrote down what Jesus is saying. So your challenge was that there's no unambiguous verse in the Bible where Jesus is God. So I just gave you a clear verse in the Bible where Jesus is God, correct?
Okay, correct.
Awesome.
That is to say, this is the revelation of John, yes?
This is the revelation John, yes? This is the revelation of Jesus that John is writing down.
John is writing down. Okay, and where, in what situation does it say it?
Does it say what?
That he is the last and he is the first.
Revelation chapter 22.
No. I mean, historically, the day of this situation.
John was on the island of Patmos. He was imprisoned on the island of Patmos in the 1st century.
And
this is when he gets this revelation.
No, Jesus said to him that he is last and the first.
Yes.
How it can be revelation of John if Jesus said to him?
This is a revelation of Jesus that he gave to John.
And is this authentic verse?
Of course, it's in the Bible, bro. It's in the Bible.
Okay, it's the Bible. And okay. And do you believe that Bible is not corrupted?
Correct.
That is to say, it's authentic.
That's right.
For example, one situation, the Gospel of Matthew. The Gospel of Matthew, written in the Hebrew, according to the Augustine, according to the Papias of the Europel, according to the Hieronym, and we have no any authentic Gospel of the Matthew in the Hebrew.
So we have it in the Greek.
Is it authentic?
Yes.
No.
You said no?
Yes.
The Quran says it's authentic.
No.
Yes.
Do you believe in Quran?
The original Quran before it got corrupted.
No. Do you believe in Quran? You said
I believe in the original
Quran.
I believe in the original Quran,
That Bible is not corrupted. Do you believe in Quran?
Yeah, I believe in the original Quran.
The Quran we have right now is
before
original.
it got corrupted.
The Quran we have right now is original.
No, it's not. It has some truth in it, but
yes, it is.
It has other corrupted parts in it. There's some truth still in there.
Corruption in the Quran. There is no any corruption in the Quran.
Yes, there is.
We still find remnants of truth in the Quran we have today, but we don't have the original.
Yeah, even the Quran itself says that they made the Quran into shreds. They shredded the Quran. Just chapter 15, verse 91.
Quran is not corrupted, brother.
Yes, it is.
The Quran was collected by the Usman.
Exactly, and that's when it got corrupted.
Come to us till the day.
Yeah, we can make inferences. We can make inferences that the Quran was corrupted due to. It's got to chase after those kids.
Could be his wife.
You're stupid. You're stupid.
I'm just saying, bro.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. I guess I'll read some super chats until he gets back.
Okay.
We got Danny, who walks in faith, is just became a member. What does that mean? Word when people become a member? Because I don't know what that means. I became a member on your channel.
Yeah, they get highlighted in the chat. They get highlighted in the chat, and if you got any perks that they get, like custom emojis that you have, and you can recognize them because they usually show up in like a dark green. And like you can also set like certain videos to members only, and then they'll get them first, and then they'll get released to the broader public afterwards. So they get certain perks whenever they become a member.
For sure. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not expect such a long explanation, but thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I tend to be thorough, you know.
That's good. That's good. Ford says, wow, late stream today. Let's go. God bless. That's right, Ford. It's a party. D Jules says, hey, GL. I have to say, though, after watching tonight's debate, a fire came up in me. I see it in your eyes. Avery, no games to be played anymore. They don't fear God. God is worthy to be praised and honored. Period. Love you. Whoop. They butts. Bring it, fools. Cali love. Thank you so much, sister. Yeah, you're right. We on the same energy. We on the same energy. I watched that debate, and I just, I was just fired up. My wife knew it too. My wife knew. I said, babe, I'm going live. She started dying laughing. She was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, just He couldn't handle IP intellectually and just was barking like the dog that he was, interrupting and insulting and, you know, doing whatever he can to distract and rage bait, and it wasn't working. But man, that's all you are. That's all you are, Flippiano. You are absolutely nothing, man. You are nothing but bravado. That's all you have to work on. You are a stupid dog. No intellect working with you. Absolute. And I don't want to insult dogs by calling you a dog, but man, you are a rat.
Yeah. He's all rage bait. That's all
rage
he
bait.
is.
All vibrato and rage bait. That's all I hear.
I agree with the rhetoric. He was, man, and he was doing slimy moves, trying to waste like
the
a
time.
minute of talking, trying to cry to the host. Let me answer.
Yeah.
Wasting time.
Bro, you know what it was so funny, bro. After his cross-examination, IP was examining him on Daniel 2. Once the open discussion started, he started crying. Oh, we've been talking about this Daniel 2. Bro, that was your cross-examination, dummy. That was your cross-examination. You had to answer for Daniel 2, bro. Like, what is you crying about now?
Yeah.
I'm back, brother. I just at work.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand. So yeah, so we believe in the it was collected by Uthman, and that's when the Quran ended up getting corrupted. He ended up rewriting the Quran into a perfect copy, what they call, and then had the other Qurans to be burned, and that's when it got corrupted.
Yeah, and we can see that we know what's the original and what's not, because the previous scriptures makes conscious edits to the Quran. So we know that the Bible is reliable over the Quran.
Okay.
So yeah, so to put it simply, we believe in the original Quran before it was tampered with by Uthman. And we believe in the parts that agree with the Bible. The parts that don't agree with the Bible, we know that those are the corrupted parts.
That is to say, in the genuinity and authenticity of the Bible, you're referring to the Quran, yes?
Yeah.
But Quran says that it's corrupted.
No,
the Bible.
No, it doesn't. That's a corrupted part of the Quran.
Corrupted, brother, corrupted.
Yeah, that's the corrupted part of the Quran.
Many verses said that the Bible is corrupted.
There's not one that says that.
And it is corrupted.
There's not one verse that says that.
It is approved by the Christians.
There's not one verse. There's not one verse that says that in the Quran.
Many verses, brother.
Give me one.
If I don't mistaken, 579. 579.
579 says nothing about scripture's corruption, brother.
Yes.
Okay,
No.
I'll read it for you.
No, I don't understand. Why do you referring to the Quran?
Because
about the authenticity of the Bible.
Because we believe the original Quran was in line with the Bible before the Quran got tampered with. But look, here's 579. They forbade not one another any dishonor that they committed. Surely evil were the things they did. See, it says nothing about the scriptures.
No, brother, I'm mistaken. 279. I don't remember.
279 says, woe to those who write the book with their own hands, claiming it's from God, seeking a small price. Woe to those for what their hands have written, and woe to those for what they earn. It says nothing about the original scriptures, just about fake books that people make up.
Stop. Do you know the reason of sending this verse?
It said stop. Yes, I do.
And what situation was?
There were some Jews who was relying on the Talmud over the Torah. and they would put their own writings over the Torah. So that's why that verse was revealed.
No, brother. The Jews read about the attributes of the Muhammad in the Torah, and then they corrupted it. They changed it.
That's not what the Quran says.
According to the book, the reasons of the sending the verses, the book of Jalaluddin Suyuti. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's not what the Quran says.
And verses like this, that the corruption of the Bible.
Can you hear me? That's not what the Quran says.
Yes, it is, brother.
Where does the Quran say that what you just said? It says, "Woe to those who write the book with their own hands." Did Uthman have Hisham and Zayd bin Thabit and a few others write the Quran with their own hands?
I told you that the reason of the sending this verse, brother, the reason of sending this verse.
Did Uthman
Jews change the Torah?
Did
Jews change the Torah?
Did Uthman have Hisham and Zayd bin Thabit and two other guys write the Quran with their own hands?
As I recall, I don't remember, but
the answer is yes. They rewrote the Quran in what they called perfect copies. So they wrote the Quran with their own hands.
And
they claimed it was from God.
And
this verse says, "Woe to those who write the book with their own hands and claim it's from God." That's what Uthman and his crew did.
Oh, brother, you're mixing the reason of the sending this verse with the writing of the Quran, writing of the Usman.
Really?
This doesn't make sense.
It makes sense to me.
Okay, that is to say, you cannot prove that Bible is authentic, and you only can refer to the Quran. And explain it by your way. Yes.
No. I don't have to fight for the authenticity of the Bible when Allah has already did that. I don't need to refight a battle that Allah already won for me. Allah speaks about the authenticity of the Bible. I don't have to.
Okay. You know, this is hypocrisy. You disbelieve in Quran and you refer to the Quran about the authenticity of the Bible. This is hypocrisy.
That's interesting.
These double standards.
You know, that's interesting. Let me ask you this: Do you believe that Muhammad is mentioned in the Bible?
Yes, many times.
How do you know that? Who told you that Muhammad is mentioned in the Bible?
Quran says.
That is hypocrisy, brother. That is hypocrisy.
It's not hypocrisy.
It is. It's hypocrisy.
It's not hypocrisy.
It is. You're using the Quran to validate Muhammad as a prophet in the Bible. That's hypocrisy, brother.
That's being a big hypocrite.
Every Muslim believes in authentic Torah and Evangel.
No, you don't.
It's not hypocrisy.
You say it's corrupted.
It's the fact.
Is the Bible corrupted?
Yes, it's corrupted. It's corrupted, yes.
So you don't believe it all. You don't believe it's authentic. So you're going to a corrupted book, something you say is corrupted and unreliable, to say that Muhammad is mentioned in unreliable, corrupted books because the Quran says so. That's hypocrisy.
It's not hypocrisy, brother. Even in the corrupted Bible, we can find the attributes of the Muhammad.
Exactly. And even in the corrupted Quran, we can find the authenticity of the Bible. You like that?
what you have done just right now, it's hypocrisy, really.
It's hypocrisy.
Because
if Abdul
No.
Salam, if I'm being a hypocrite, then you are also being a hypocrite.
No, I'm not hypocrite because I believe in the Injil, in the Torah. But you did disbelieve in the Quran.
No,
Hey, so do
disbelieve
we.
in the Quran.
We believe
So we're
in
not
the
hypocrites.
right. We believe in the Torah
This is
and the gospel.
hypocrisy.
We believe in the Torah and the gospel and the original Quran.
Mm-hmm.
There is original Quran, and you disbelieve it.
We believe in the original Quran, not the one that you have today. The one that you have today is tampered with remnants of the truth, right, DJ?
Right. The parts that agree with the Bible is the original Quran.
Right now, the Quran we have the Warsh and Hafs. If you can find the chain, you can find the chain directing to the Prophet Muhammad. It's authentic, brother. It's authentic.
Really?
Really.
What's the chain of Warsh all the way to Muhammad? Can you show me that?
If you Google it, you find out. If you Google it, you find out. Right now, I don't remember. Really.
That's fair enough. You're at work.
So you're being a hypocrite with that statement.
Listen, Abdul Salam, I appreciate you coming up. I'm gonna let another guest
Yes.
up, but it was very nice talking to you, my friend.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Logic heard him out, y'all.
I sure did. That's because I felt the energy from Word. I felt just hear him out, Logic. You better hear him out.
Just gaining that aura from Word on stage.
Man. I couldn't do it.
Logic hearing him out, man.
I wanted to let him go 15 minutes ago, but Word was like, Logic, you better hear him out.
Telepathically.
Yep. Word got that aura, man. He got that aura. Light of Dean. Light of Dean, I tried to bring you up, my friend. This will be my last guess, and then I'm going to go ahead and hang this up, guys. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. All right, Light of Dean, I'm going to try you one more time. Oh, you disappeared. You disappeared, man. Paul Daniel, are you a Muslim?
Avery, I'm an ex-Muslim. I wanted to ask you about my Muslim friend, if that's okay.
Sure.
Please, thank you so much, brother. Yeah, first of all, guys, I hope you're all doing okay.
Hope you're doing good,
I just
man.
recently. Thank you, my brother. Yes, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. So, my brother, I recently visited my childhood friend from Malaysia. I just got back a few days ago, and he's a Muslim. He knows I'm a Christian, ex-Muslim Christian, and but he became like a Sufi Muslim, but he follows a certain type of Sufi order, which I find very interesting in how he says, well, like when Jesus came, that was God, but when Muhammad came, that was also God. And I'm like, no, not exactly. So I'm trying to tell him, when I was there, how I was actually trying to correct his point of view in the most, a delicate way possible, because it's a very delicate situation. And so he told me something really interesting. He told me that he once had a dream about Jesus. And this is something he never told me before. And I was like, really? So what did Jesus say in the dream? And he was like, I don't know. I just remember seeing Jesus, and he described how Jesus looked. And I was like, yep, that's Jesus, man. Like that's how people see Jesus in their dreams. And I was like, can you remember? Like, can you try to remember what he said? He was like, no, I don't remember. I just, so I try to ask him, like, do you remember how you felt? Do you remember anything? And so he was like, I remember feeling as if Jesus was kind of telling me, continue on your path, like meaning, continue studying with the sheikh or with the master that you're studying with. And so I told them, well, that that might be true, but that could also mean that Jesus wants you to know the truth about Islam so that you can come to Jesus. So I kind of presented that way. But anyway, the more I talk to him about this, or the more I try to encourage him to just study the Bible, read the Gospels, just try to get to know Jesus. I'm not trying to tell him try to become a Christian or anything like that. Like, I'm not trying to push him that way, but I just want him to know Jesus.
Yeah.
And so sometimes he gets a little defensive, and he's like, man, like I feel good where I am, bro. Like I can see that you're good in your Christianity. I feel good in where I am, but I can also see that he's not really at peace. He assumes so much. He jumps to conclusions so quick. He like whenever he speaks, he's like very kind of shaky, and I don't know. I just wanted to ask you what you think about that, and how I can help him, or
So I think that what you can continue to do, bro, is you could continue to love him and be that Jesus that he sees and that he gets, because it doesn't seem like he gets any other message of the gospel other than when you guys talk and when he encounters you. So it's not going to be obviously with him, it's not going to be something he just accepts overnight, or it may take a very long time, honestly. Of course. Nabil Qureshi, he was a great example, who for years and years and years was best friends with a Christian, and they had many debates and many talks until finally, after years, he saw the falsehood of Islam and accepted Christ. So you never know. So I would say keep doing what you're doing, keep presenting Jesus to him, present different thoughts to him, and show, I would say even really emphasize the stark contradictions between Jesus and the Quran, and show from the Bible that Jesus is very exclusive. He's not inclusive where he's kumbayan with every other religion and you can believe what you want and you can follow your way and everything. No,
that's true.
I'm the way, I'm the truth, I'm the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. He says, unless you believe that I am he, you will die in your sins. Unless you believe in the name of the Son of God, you're condemned already. Like, so Jesus is very exclusive with his system and his belief in the faith, right? In his message, he's the only way. So make it clear from Jesus's point of view that he's the only way. There's no way outside of him, and anything contradictory to Jesus Christ would be false according to Jesus. And just continue to show him what Jesus says throughout the Gospels, what he taught about himself, what he taught about salvation, and like just continue to get into those conversations with him, and keep praying for him. Don't give up on him. Just keep planting that seed. You're in his life for a reason.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Can I just mention like one other thing about him?
Sure.
Is that he so this order that he follows, so he has like a kind of like a guru, like a master, like a Sufi master.
Yeah.
And he, when I was there, like we were supposed to meet up with him, because he's also very adamant in like me meeting up with him. Of course, I was fine with it. I was like, sure, bro. Like, I mean, I love to meet people that you love. You know what I mean? Like, I have no issue with them.
Yeah.
But we didn't end up seeing him. He was not there. He was, he was gone to the village and stuff. But the thing I wanted to say is that when I asked my friend, like what does he teach you? He told me, well, he teaches me more about like the heart. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, for his master, like it doesn't matter whether you're like following the following God through the Quran or through the Bible or whatever, or any other book, as long as you're reading it with your heart, you'll always end up with the same message. And I kind of see what he kind of is trying to say. He's trying to. I mean, he's getting this like universal kind of view of there's one God and you have to follow him, kind of like what the Muslims say. But it doesn't really emphasize on who Jesus is and on the importance of following Jesus as the Son of God and all the things that we believe in Christianity. And so it kind of dismisses the Christian position, which I want to kind of like, bring him back to, to tell him like, yes, you do have to like follow your heart, but you also should not only depend on your heart, because the heart can also, can also like, take you astray if you follow it entirely. Like it's, of course you have to follow your heart, but you also have to follow your intellect. It's both. So so like when he says, it's all about like how you feel in your heart or whatever. Now I'm like, well, I mean, like, what's the point of reading the Quran or the Bible then? I mean, if you're only going to follow your heart, it doesn't matter what the books say or what the scripture says. So so I don't know how to go from there. Like I don't know if you have any advice about that.
Yeah, because it sounds like he doesn't have any sense of objective truth, just what makes him feel good and what is he's comfortable with.
Exactly.
And so I think that showing, I mean, because you can it's like you can show him what the Quran says all day, but he's comfortable in Islam, so it kind of doesn't matter, right? But still, like, have you shown him verses that the Quran is also exclusive? It says that those who disbelieve and is among the Jews and Christians and polytheists, they're going to hell and they're the worst of creatures. Have you shown him verses like that?
I've mentioned verses like that to him, and he says, you know what? I mean, yeah, that's how we're told to follow them, but actually, like, that's not what it really means. He goes into the whole thing that that happens with you and Muslims. They the Quran says one thing, but it doesn't really mean that. It means the opposite.
Yeah. So he's in full Muslim mode, and he's comfortable in Islam, and he's at the point where he thinks that nothing, like, it's not about logic to him. It's not about reason and logic. It's about him being comfortable.
Right.
So this is where, like I said, you can show him Jesus, continue to show him Jesus and what Jesus says and how it's exclusive. Also show the same things in the Quran. And could just continue to do that over time. Don't get tired in
of
in
course
this,
not.
right? And pray, like, because he's pretty set, and he's just comfortable. Like, even other Muslims would say he's not Muslim type. Like, it's very
I mean,
very bizarre.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, bro. Yeah, I mean, that's what he told me too. He told me that even like Orthodox Muslims don't consider him and his master as Muslim, because I can see that they have a very kind of like a very different kind of view about Islam.
Yep.
How the true Islam is not really what is written down.
Yeah, they have a mystical belief.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it. They also like use spirits and stuff like that, like kind of demonic stuff. He told me that his master uses spirits, like, to bring him information and stuff like that, and and sometimes he sees his master in his dreams, like, telling him what to do, what not to do. It's crazy. I mean,
yeah, that is crazy.
I was kind of into those things when I was like, before coming to Christianity. I was exploring that mystical aspect for a very long time. So I know, I understand a lot of the things he says, and I see where he's coming from. But now that I'm a Christian, I really would love to.
Yeah, just
try to bring him to the truth.
Yeah, just keep being in his life, keep being that ear, keep being that seed that you're planting, and we'll see what God does. We don't know, but yeah, that's the best advice I can give with this person. He's a close friend of yours. With me, obviously, if he would be somebody that came on stage and I'll just get rid of him. but
of course.
He's in your life. He's in your life, and you love him. So
yeah, brother. He's brother. He's a really good guy, man. Like, he's very loving. He's very friendly.
Yeah.
It's just this aspect, you know what I mean? And but yeah, man. Thank you so much for your advice. And I'm not gonna take too much of your time, bro. I just I would love to talk to you more if it's okay. I want to send you an email, and then maybe we can talk there like a little bit more if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah. Send me an email. It's
Thank you, brother. All right.
the emails are linked on my videos, on all my videos.
All right, on YouTube, right?
That's right. So like
All
if
right,
you,
all right.
if you
I'll send you an email.
Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you could check any of the descriptions of my videos, and my email will be there.
All right, brother. So I hope you can like notice me when I send you an email, because
I'll try my best.
Because I think I sent you an email a long time ago, and and also I also know that you get a lot of emails, so hopefully you can see it and we can talk a little bit.
For sure. All right, God bless you, brother.
Thank you so much, brother. God bless you, bro. Thank you.
Peace. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna turn on a word. I'm watching I'm watching Batman the Animated Series right now. I'm on season 3. Word. Where did you
say
fall asleep?
Batman?
Yeah, I'm watching Batman the Animated Series.
All right, I can rock with Batman though. I can rock with Batman.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Batman, not too bad.
All right, guys. I love y'all, man.
I'm
DJ, you want to say
I'm
something?
about to watch something too.
What you about to watch?
No, I'm about to watch something too. I'm
What-
about to watch Fallout, I guess.
Hey.
Hey, Fallout a dub though.
Yeah, Fallout's pretty good.
Fallout's not bad. Fallout's not bad.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Something the wife will watch with me.
Oh, me. I will not be live tomorrow, guys, because I'll be traveling and well, actually, I may
going live.
I may go live in the morning. It'll have to be a morning live. Have to be a morning live, y'all. So so
just be taking days off now. Come on.
I know. Look out. But I gotta get to Texas, man. I gotta get to Texas for my debate. Shoot.
Man.
What time you gonna be there, Logic? Because
I land at 9 tomorrow, 9 p.m. Texas
that
time.
at night?
Yeah. We got a late flight.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm getting live from the airport at 4:30. So.
Okay. All right. So maybe we can you guys will already be there, so then maybe we can link up when we land. If it's not too late.
Yeah, we're gonna be there already.
Mm-hmm. All right.
God bless you, brothers.
God bless you guys. Love y'all, man. Y'all stay up. Love you, word.
Love you, bro. See you tomorrow, man.
See you tomorrow. All right, we got this super chat. I'm gonna read this last super chat. I like this one. It says from Catherine, longtime viewer and supporter. Christian Prince said he was very proud of you, plus all you strong young men defending the faith against Islam. Plus, he's suing you for stealing all his customers. Much love. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose that one. Probably going to lose that lawsuit, man. And that's dope, man. God bless CP, man. It's always really encouraging getting some encouragement from the OGs. It's always good. Yeah, thank you guys for sending the super chats and becoming members and gifting memberships. I see Sir Clips a lot. Gifted 10 memberships. That's pretty dope. Thank you for that. Says we got Mr. Man Dudes is 1 + 1 + 1 = 5, apparently. Avery, are you going to debate? Would you go live? I think you're asking if I'm going to be live when I debate. No. So my debate Friday will not be live streamed. It's just going to be recorded and then it's going to be uploaded on the Gospel Truth channel. And then after that, it'll be uploaded on my channel. Yes. Robert says, I'll catch all the Muslim fades, Logic. We don't want that. We don't want those kind of fades being caught. Not those kind of fades, my brothers and sisters. Was there a reason you didn't go to Debaticon? All those debates topics were up your alley. I know. And a lot of the debates were free layups. You would have cooked. Also, when is the next Christian stream? God bless. I don't know when the next Christian stream is. But my uncle's funeral was that weekend, was that Saturday. So the same day of DebateCon was my uncle's funeral. So I couldn't be there, even if I wanted to. By the way, it was the best memorial I've ever been to. Like, it was nice. It was nice. It was very celebratory because he was a believer. So we celebrated his life, you know. Thank you guys. I appreciate the love and the condolences and stuff like that. It was hard. It was hard on everybody. Still tough. But yeah, that's why, the big reason why I wasn't there. Patriotic Z says, GL, you see the way Uthman, I don't know what that is. Died? What is, I don't know what that is. The Muslims said he corrupted. The Muslims said he corrupted the Quran, and other sources say the 70 burned were more authoritative than the 7 chosen. Oh, that's funny. Bronca says, this is a skit from Dudes Where My Car, isn't it? Y'all silly. All right, I'm getting off. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Peace, peace, peace. I'll probably see you guys in the morning.
What's being killed? What's being killed? What's being killed? What's being killed? What's being killed?